Well, hello there, Taurus. How are you? It is so good to see you. I'm Mary Sue, and I'm so grateful that you're here. So today we are doing your April General Tarot reading. We'll take a look at the overall energies with the Oracle cards, and then we'll move to the Tarot for more details about any obstacles on your path or advice from Spirit. And this reading is good for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. If the message doesn't resonate with you here, you may want to check out one of your other signs to see if there's a message there for you. All right, let's get into your reading. Let's see what we have here. We have Lion Spirit. Be generous of spirit and staying focused. Hold the course. Okay, I love this energy. Look, both of these are looking towards the future. They're both eyes pierced onto the future. It's like no looking back. It's this energy of stay the course. You've picked a direction that you are wanting to go in, and it's kind of like, okay, laser focus, stay focused on what it is that you are wanting to create in your life, or the success, the love, the abundance, whatever it is. It's kind of like stay focused. I feel like you may have hit a little bit of just a slow start to something new, or just kind of a stagnant energy. There's a little bit of a stagnant energy here. And you could be kind of like doubting yourself, second guessing. Is this really the right path for me? It's kind of like, yes, this is the right path. Stay focused, stay the course, and don't worry, things will shift. Sometimes what we have to do is allow the divine time for things to work out behind the scenes for us, right? For the right opportunities, the right relationships to come onto our path. And at other times, there is sometimes a block, okay, to what it is that we're wanting. We're blocking it in some way. And sometimes we don't recognize what the block is. So we're going to try to see if we can figure out what your block is, so that, sometimes just being aware of what the block is allows you to move around it so much more quickly. Okay, yes. All right. You have the Seven of Swords and the Ten of Pentacles. There is this sense that you are sabotaging your own success. Okay. And I feel like for some of you, it's because it's almost a little bit of the Gemini energy of having too many irons in the fire. It's a little bit of trying to do way too much, okay? So, they're saying there's too many cooks in the kitchen, okay? It's that energy, but it's kind of, you are all the cooks. Either you are doing all of the work, say you have a business or a relationship or some situation, your job or whatever, you're trying to take on all of the work, do all of the work for some reason, okay? Or you have delegated it out to so many people that you're having a hard time in keeping the reins of what is going on. So the energy is fragmented, and you're fragmenting it yourself. So let's take a look at this. Yeah, when I focus on positive energy, I'm aware that I attract more of it. I think you're focusing on the wrong thing, because I'm going to kind of jump to the obstacle, because I think the obstacle is the big thing here with this stuck energy, right? You're focusing on what you have lost, the time, the energy, the love that you have put into a situation, a business, a relationship. You're focusing on the negative. So you could have put a lot of time or energy, say, into a relationship, a business, a career, but you're not really seeing any fruits from your labor, right? But here's the key with the Five of Cups, is that you're focusing on what you don't have instead of focusing on what you do have. And therefore, your focus is on what you don't have. And guess what? Whatever you think about is what you attract. So if you're sitting there thinking, oh my goodness, I'm not bringing in enough clients, enough customers, enough income, right? That's what you're going to create more of. No customers, no clients, no income. If you are focusing, though, okay, on what you still have, these flowers are in the water. They're kind of gone, right? If you focus on what you do have, though, guess what happens? You blossom. You get more flowers if you focus on the positive. So, yes, let's go ahead and take a look at your present energy. Okay, you have the Two of Cups here. So it could be a romantic relationship or wanting to have a romantic relationship in your life. So if you're single, kind of thinking you want that. I think for some of you too, there is almost an essence of just wanting a companion, a business partner or a companion in your life that you can, that helps you to almost stay focused, you know, someone that is helping you with the burdens. I feel like you feel very burdened at this time, okay? But once again, with the Lion energy here, you're trying to take charge, but you're, how do I explain this? It's kind of like you're trying to take charge of everything, okay? And yet at the same time, you are wanting perhaps somebody to help you out. Okay, whether it's a romantic partner, you're a committed relationship that you're already in, you want that person to help out more, a family member, a friend, a business partner, or somebody new to come onto the path. It's kind of like, this is just too overwhelming for me. But you're focusing on what is overwhelming instead of focusing on what you have. So let's take a look. You have visualization. I make mental pictures of my goals that are simple and to the point. Yeah, I think you're being too extravagant. Sum up what you want, okay? It's almost like you need to go back and make a mission statement for yourself, or, you know, it's kind of like a mantra. Sum it up. Whatever this situation is, and it's going to be different for each of you because it's a general reading, but say if this is your business or a relationship, something like that. What is it that you would like to have as the outcome? Can you visualize that? Can you put it into words? Can you pick out pictures on the internet or in a magazine and create a vision board? It's almost as if you're kind of like thinking it's one thing, and then because it's not coming in fast enough, you're putting your energy over here. Okay. Oh, well, I'll try this. But what you're doing is scattering, fragmenting your energy. The universe can't keep up. The universe can bring in anything you want. But the problem is that you're it's almost like you're trying to put out fires, so your energy is not all focused on one thing. It's kind of like just focus on one little part. I feel like for some of you, if you have a lot going on in your life, it could be that maybe you ask somebody to help you in one area, right? Or two areas. You hire somebody to perhaps clean your house, or you hire somebody to, you know, you have your own business, you hire somebody to take care of the inventory, or to do the books, or to take care of the emails, or the orders that you mail out. Like putting people in charge of certain things, because I feel like you're trying to do it all. It's almost like if it's a very much an energy of perhaps being like a single parent, or you may have a business where you are the sole entrepreneur and you're trying to do all of it yourself. And you're just wearing yourself out. But on top of that, you're not being focused. You can't focus your attention because you're kind of like, oh, I got to go do this. It's literally you're trying to put out fires, which isn't a productive energy. You may be really super busy and actually overwhelmed by how much you're doing, but you're not making progress because you're just putting out fires. Where's your strategy? You need a strategy. You kind of need a plan. And maybe you need to hire somebody to help you come up with that plan, right? There is this need of you are sabotaging your own success because it's almost like you want to do it all. You want to be the king of the jungle, which is great, but you're wearing yourself out. Like you will definitely give out, okay? You will sabotage your own health by trying to do all of it. It's almost like you're overwhelmed, right? I feel like some of you are playing it safe because you're concerned about money or finances, feeling like you're not worthy of investing money in, you know, like a house, you know, somebody to come and help you with clean the house, keep the house clean for you, or or hiring somebody in your business to take care of something. There's this energy here where you really need somebody's help in some way, right? But I feel like you're not wanting to put money towards it, and there's a little bit of worthiness there, and you could be concerned about finances, right? I understand that, but it's almost as if, I heard this once, like, if you spend a lot of time, okay, I'll give you an example. It's tax season here in the United States, right? Like, you can spend a tremendous amount of time, okay, looking up the tax laws and, buying software and, doing your own taxes. And you might save a little bit of money, right? Or you could perhaps hire a professional, right? And you give them your information, they take it, and they know all the rules, they know all the regulations, they already own the software, they put in the numbers, they churn it out, they say, oh, here you go, Taurus, here's your tax return. Now, meanwhile, while that person's working on your tax return, you can be making your plan, working on your plan, executing your plan, right? Making money for yourself. It's almost like you have to overcome the idea of spending money to make money. Oh my goodness. Yeah, it's that energy. You may have to spend a little bit of money to make money. You may have to invest in yourself or your business or your family. There's almost this energy of not wanting to, right? Because you have, look at this, you have new supportive connections wanting to come in. People that want to help, that I feel like will be able to help you even if you are paying them, right? Like your CPA or an accountant or somebody like that to do your taxes. It's almost as if when you open your heart up, you're going to recognize, oh my goodness, like I saved myself a lot of hassle, frustration, time, right? I feel like you don't have enough time. And then you have patience. I am patient, persistent, and disciplined in pursuing my goals. What are your goals? Okay, Taurus, I think what you really need is to make a dream board, right? Or have a mission statement for your business or for yourself. It's about almost kind of like getting laser focused on why you're here or why you are creating this business or why you want this relationship to work. Getting really, really clear with yourself what your goal is, but then also being consistent, showing up for it consistently every single day. And knowing that when you are persistent and patient, it will happen for you. Because here's your next step, stepping into your truth. Ace of Swords. Stepping into your truth, we have regain your focus. Yeah, understanding. You know what? I haven't been focused on the right things. I'm not saying, Taurus, whatsoever that you have been lazy, procrastinating, or anything. I think you're actually overworked at this point, right? But it's because you're not focused on the right things. You're focused on either what you lost or what's not working, right? Instead of focusing on what is working. It's kind of like, say you have a business, say you have an online business, and your goal is to earn, I don't know, $200 in sales every single day. And you only earned $100 today, okay? It's kind of like you may be looking at that, oh my goodness, I'm $100 in the hole, right? Instead of saying, oh my goodness, thank you, universe, for these sales that accumulated $100, and really kind of like doing a really good job for those customers, because your customers are also the ones that by word of mouth will spread it to other people, right? That is the best, advertising you can get, is to do a really good job for these two clients, right? They brought in $100 worth of sales. Yeah, I thought I had it backwards. They brought in $100 worth of your sales, Did you thank them? Did you make the experience pleasant for them? It's this energy of going all out, even though you didn't hit your goal of $200. Because when you're persistent in that, when you are really and truly grateful for the $100 sale, okay, or sales that equal $100, right? Then you'll notice maybe it's $100 today. Maybe tomorrow it's $105. Maybe the next day it's $108. Maybe it only goes up a little bit at a time, but it's going up. Okay. Now, if you're focusing on what you don't have, the sales are actually going to go down, because think about that. If you are an entrepreneur, right? And somebody comes in and you're like, oh my goodness, you're only buying $100. Like, I know you wouldn't say that to them, but it's kind of like that's coming across in your energy to your clients and your customers. Instead, flip the switch and be really grateful. Regain your focus. What is it that you are trying to create for either this relationship or this business, this project, whatever it is? What are you trying to create? Regain your focus and put yourself in that energy, that high energy. Yeah, planning and action, getting a plan, sticking to it, being consistent. Knowing that when you put the time and the effort into it, it will succeed. It will. Ambition. I am ambitious and do not procrastinate or waste time being negative. Because I was like, well, wait a minute. I don't think Taurus is wasting time. Yes, but you are wasting time in the sense you're sabotaging your own wealth because you're being negative about it. You're looking at the negative. And I get it. I mean, I truly get it, because when things aren't working out for us, sometimes we start losing our focus on what it is that we want or what we're trying to create. We start thinking of the negative, especially if you're in a situation where the money is going out and not coming in, right? You could be looking at it that way. The money is going out, but I'm only bringing in a little bit. Just try it. What do you have to lose, Taurus, right? Just try it. Just try it for a little bit. Try for 2 weeks. Say, okay, for the next 2 weeks, I'm going to show up in my highest energy. I am going to focus on making everybody's experience in this relationship, in this situation, in this career, in this business, right? I'm going to make it a very high connected type of energy. Right? I'm going to make it a really good experience just for 2 weeks and see what happens. Just see what happens. Right? And you ask your spirit guides and angels, please help me to keep my energy high, right? Keep my energy high so that I can attract in the positivity. Give it up to I have an angel journal and I write in there, dear angels, and I write down what I am struggling with. And then the last sentence is always, I give it up to you. Say, I give up my negativity. I am trying to step into a light of more positivity. I give my negativity up to the to the universe, and I am going to stay positive. And then ask for help in staying positive. When you start feeling low, ask your spirit guides and angels. And also dance. It's my antidote for everything. I just turn on some music that I love. Yes, in the comments. Go ahead and put in there what your favorite song is to turn on and dance to when you need to raise your energy. Maybe we'll make a playlist. That's a great idea. All right, Taurus, I do personal readings also. So if you're interested, the link is in the description box below. I'd really be honored to do a reading for you. How can I infuse more self-love and compassion into my daily life? If your compassion does not include yourself, it is incomplete. And one of the things, there's 10 things here, I'll put it up there for you. But one of the things is to say yes to something you are afraid of. I feel like that is a little bit about asking for help or being willing to pay for someone to help you in some avenue, right? And to say no to something that isn't a soul yes. What are you saying yes to? Okay, that really isn't a part of your mantra, of what you are staying connected to, focused on, right? For the next 2 weeks, cut out anything, that is not in alignment, okay, with what you are focused on bringing in. Really commit to it just for 2 weeks. I mean, you can do that, Taurus. Commit to it for 2 weeks and see where it takes you. See how your energy changes when you really kind of concentrate on the positive. And when those negative energies come up, just turn on your music and dance, right? And then switch your energy and just say, okay, I am going to focus on the good. I'm going to focus on the customers I do have. I'm going to focus on the income that is coming in. I'm going to be grateful for the energy, the income, the people that are coming onto my path, because then I know I'll get more of that. All right, well, Taurus, we're going to leave it there. I really do appreciate all of your support through liking, commenting, and subscribing, and I hope to see you again really soon. Bye for now.